Hi, I'm Beth and this is Sarah and Rose, and today we are going to review this Bijou wrap. It's called Olympic Mountains. It's inspired by the Pacific Northwest Mountains. It's a royal blue color, a really beautiful royal blue color, and natty. The royal blue color is made of royal blue threads, obviously, but when you look close, there's also a fine plum thread that's woven throughout, which gives it a rich look. The fiber content is EcoCell, which means it's made from Eco2 cotton and a low percentage of tencel, and that's supposed to help the wrap feel like it's broken in already right when you receive it. This is a traveler, so I can't speak to that, but it is a fairly new wrap, and it is really comfortable to wrap with already, and I anticipate that it'll become more and more comfortable to wrap with as it's used. This wrap has quite a bit of cush. When I first get a wrap or a touch wrap or somebody lets me pet a wrap, I typically take a rail and squeeze it in hand. Sometimes I'll stretch it out to try to mimic what it's going to feel like on my shoulder. And this is a special type of cush for this one because it has a medium pillow cush texture, but also a spongy feel where it kind of pushes back when you release pressure. And I love that type of cush on my shoulder. I have two injured shoulders, so cush is really important to me. And it's not just a matter of a wrap being pillowy or soft and pillowy. It kind of needs that spongy feel, which this has a bit of. It's not the spongiest wrap I've tried, but it definitely has it, and I enjoy that quite a bit. The texture is really awesome because the cream area is really smooth and soft and glidey, but the area where there's royal blue, it's nubby and it has texture. So if you take time to tighten your wrap job before you tie off, I wouldn't expect this wrap to budge any. It certainly didn't with me. She's 18 pounds, so she's not the heaviest baby yet, but I didn't feel my wrap job move at all after I knotted off. The knot is a great size too. Knot size can be problematic because I do like wraps that have a lot of cush, so sometimes knots are huge, and I do not like that. This knot size is very reasonable. This is a double knot, and it's perfect especially because when a wrap has a spongy cush like this, the knot is still really comfortable when you're like sitting on it, or if you're going to tie under bum and feel the knot underneath the bum and it's going to push against your body. I really like this type of wrap for this type of knot. It has stretch, so when I take the wrap and I pull it from rail to rail, I do feel it stretch a little bit. You can see a little bit of that on camera. When I lay this wrap flat, the width is 27.5 inches, but I can stretch it out very easily to 29 inches. So that's how much stretch it has. And then diagonally, it also has quite a bit of stretch. I laid it out, and I don't know what the exact angle measurement was, how many degrees it was, but I took just a section of diagonal fabric and stretched it out. When I laid it flat, it was 35 inches, and I could stretch it out very easily to 38. So there's quite a bit of diagonal stretch that way, but it's still very solid. There's no stretch along the length of the wrap from tail to tail, which I think is pretty normal, but it's a very comfortable wrap in that way. It didn't sag at all. Again, my baby is 18 pounds, but you can still feel sag with some wraps with an 18-pound baby, and I didn't feel any sag at all with this, but it still had this stretch, so I think that's a really nice combination for wrap qualities. The weave is dense. It's a dense weave. When I hold this wrap up to the light, I don't really see any light peeking through, and it's a medium weight wrap, so it is on the cozier side. So I'd probably recommend using this wrap in weather of 75 degrees and under. It'd probably be really cozy. When it starts getting up into the 80s, it might be uncomfortable for people that have a hard time with warmer wraps. I'm one of those people. I sweat even in like 75-degree weathers. I start sweating. So for me in the summer, this might be a little too warm for me. I think this wrap is true to size. I've been noticing when I've been wrapping with medium weight wraps that I need more length, which is normal because the thickness of the wrap is going to add to the length that you need to get a base size wrap. But I had plenty of tail on this and my base size is a 6. With thicker wraps though, I'm more of a 6.5. If you get a chance to try this or buy this, I recommend it. It's still available from Bijou, and I'm surprised because it's really great. But if you're wondering if you should buy this, if you see it on the Baby Wearing Swap on Facebook or the Bijou Buzz or other buy-sell trade groups, it's so worth it. I definitely recommend this wrap. Well, I hope this was helpful and have a great day.